Oh boy. We gotta go. Oh, what is this? Why are we in this spawn? Give me a break, boys. What is this? This feels like it's targeted harassment here. This feels really personal. Hey guys, what is going on? We are back with another best class setup in Vanguard video. Today we are going to be taking a look at one of a viewer custom class setup that we've been given here today. One of my favorite things about my little community here is of course the community interaction. You guys always come to me with your ideas for class setups and we go around and we test them out and see if they're any good or not. And one we got here today from my man Vince in the comments is actually a really cool class setup here. So he wanted me to try out, as you can see on the comment here, we do have the Gracie Rapid Barrel. We also commented the 45 round mag, but he really meant the 60 round mag. And we also have the Recoil Booster here. Now the main draw card of this particular class setup is it does have 1200 RPM worth of fire, and that on an assault rifle is absolutely monstrous in terms of stats. You get a decent TTK value with this as well. When I first looked at it, the damage number is about 20, I believe, and 1200 RPM and 20 damage per bullet gives you a 5-shot kill, but it also gives you about a 200 millisecond TTK, which is not one of the faster ones in the game, but it is such a unique and fun option to just run around with an assault rifle that does have 1200 rounds per minute in terms of that fire rate. So we're going to take a look at our class setup, but just while we do get into it here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on. If you do have an idea for a class setup and you do want to leave me a comment, you have to hit that subscribe button if you do want to see me take a look at your class. So let's take a look at Vince's class setup. We've pieced together his class setup and we pieced together what I believe are some of the best attachments on this thing to make a pretty good option here in the Cooper Carbine. Starting us off here, we do have, as Vince mentioned, the Recoil Booster, which does give us a +2 to our fire rate, which is of course an 8% increase. As you can see, we do have a 1200 rounds per minute fire rate with this thing, which is absolutely lightning fast for an assault rifle in this game. Another attachment that Vince did recommend is of course the Gracie Rapid Barrel. This does increase our fire rate here as well, and giving us a little bit of hip fire accuracy on top of that is actually nice as well. Again, does give us that 1200 rounds per minute, and then we combine that with the 9mm 60 round drum, so we have a load of ammo to fire with this thing, an increase to our fire rate, again, a lot of recoil and accuracy, and a bit of aim down sight speed as well. We also have the slate reflector here, which does give us a very nice clear sight picture. This is a pretty standard attachment for the most part. In the stock, we do have the Cooper 45 RS, which does give us that initial accuracy and recoil control, as well as aim down sight speed, as well as a recoil recovery boost. This does reduce our hip fire accuracy, but we do get that from, of course, our barrel, and I believe it helps a little bit from our magazine attachment as well. Then we do have the underbarrel, which is the M1941 hand stop, again for the recoil control and the accuracy with this thing. I feel like with the increased fire rate on both our barrel and our muzzle, it's going to be a little bit, but again, we do have, of course, the larger magazine, which does give us more accuracy. So it's going to be pretty easy to control here. We do have the ammo type, which is lengthened, of course, for the increase to our bullet velocity, but you could also take compressed rounds. If you did want to take the fire rate to 1304 rounds per minute, another increase of about 9% here. Actually, we're going to do that. We're going to do that for a little bit of fun here, give us a little bit more fire rate. Then we do have the fabric grip. Again, this is aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed as well, just getting those sights up nice and quickly. Then you do have tight grip as well for an increase to our accuracy and recoil during sustained fire. And then we do round this off with kit, which is of course the fully loaded option for the most amount of starting ammo here. If you're still leveling this thing up, you can take surplus, which is a very nice attachment for XP here. Alrighty, so kill confirmed on Hotel Royal should be a pretty interesting place to get this done. You can see the high fire rate there. This thing is literally that meme that's like, you do something and it's like, haha, this mean go brr. Like, that's literally this gun. This is how exactly how I feel about this. Like this, the Cooper Carbine go brr. Like, it's dumb how fast this thing fires. And it's an assault rifle that does, of course, do 20 damage per bullet, which is a little bit less than we would expect in this particular game in this category. But, I mean, when it does shoot that quick, I mean, it's just a lot of fun. Like, it's just a lot of fun seeing something like this in this game. Because people die. People die hella quick. I mean, it's 200 milliseconds TTK value, which again is a little slower than some of the other weapons. Like some of the other fantastic weapons in this game do feature like 180 milliseconds, which I mean, that's still pretty close. But yeah, it can be a little slow just because that damage number is a little low. But I mean, this is a lot of fun. It is interesting how a lot of the guns in this game end up feeling very similar, just because they do have like similar TTK values, and that probably comes down to like the weapon options that you can go with. I think they're a little scared of making one of the higher fire rate options one of the better choices to go with, so they usually just end up going with like the damage modifying option being the best choice. It's a little strange how they just, okay, thank you teammate, you saved me there. You know what I mean? Like, when a new gun comes out, it's usually just going to be the option that does come out and say, hey, yep, we increase your damage number, and that's usually going to be the best choice. And it's a little strange they've yet to do one that's like, hey, yep, the high fire rate choice is going to be the best option here. Like, they haven't done that yet. And I think I would like to see that because, I mean, as I mentioned previously, I do like weapons with high fire rates in these games. I think it's a lot of fun to just literally hose bullets at people. Like, I think that is an enjoyable experience, and it's a lot of fun for the most part. It is a very enjoyable experience. Oh, we got stuck on the pole there. I should have dropped down or moved to the side, but yeah, I got stuck on that pole there. We did get the dogs though, so that's pretty good. Again, I'd like to thank Vince for giving us this class setup, and again, if you do want to see your class setup featured in one of these, oh, that was a bit rough. Oh. Yeah, if you do want to see your class setup featured in one of these videos, you've got a class setup that you want me to try out, I'll definitely get around to testing it, and sometimes they might make it into a video, because, I mean, these class setup, this one's pretty funny. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go this way. I'm gonna try and go on the outside here, see if we can get a little action. Yep. Alright, again, we have got our dogs going hard here, which is pretty good. If you see these dogs on your front lawn, you know, bing bong and all that, we gotta get out of here. Alright, get me up. Anybody here? Is there anybody here? I don't think so. On the top, and we can rotate back around. We've got a decent amount of bullets here. So if somebody does walk into us... No. Look at this thing, man. Look at this thing. I love it. Okay, there was a third guy. Come on, man. There was a third guy there. Oh, you serious? Can't believe it sometimes. Like, that happens. That happens a lot in this game. I just feel like, yep, only 2 people here. This is absolutely perfect. A third guy, though. Ooh, that's tough. Oh, boy. We gotta go. Oh, what is this? Why are we in their spawn? Give me a break, boys. What is this? This feels like it's targeted harassment here. This feels really personal. That was so rude. Like, they were just like, oh yeah, good luck to you. Deal with that. Deal with this problem we've presented you with. And we did okay. We actually managed to get by. I didn't think we were going to make it out of that alive, because when that usually happens to me, it doesn't go well most of the time. Game's about to end though, so I'm going to do a little bit more work here before it's oh, we lost. That's tough. Kills though? 32 kills? It's not a bad game there. Not a bad game there. Let's see how many guests we got so we can actually work out our KD. Come on. That's us. It's us in the worst situation we probably ever found ourselves in. What happened here, man? Like, how did we find ourselves in this kind of spot? Like, oh, there was more than that. There was more to it than that. Come on, bro. 32-7 is not a bad game there. I do appreciate that. Again, we're going to have our final thoughts on this particular class setup, thanks to Vince, in just a second here. So as you saw there, guys, this class setup is a lot of fun here. The Cooper Carbine is always one of my absolute favorite weapons in the game. It's definitely a nice little change of pace to sort of mess around with this thing, mess around with some of the attachments. With this particular class setup, I do love that it does have almost like 1,300 rounds per minute in terms of that fire rate. I think that does give us an interesting challenge here in terms of that recoil, but with that larger magazine, the 60-round drum, it actually is not too hard to control with this thing. I do appreciate this weapon. I do appreciate Vince for giving me this particular class setup. And any of you who do want to give me a class setup to try out, test, and maybe feature in a video, make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on. I do very much appreciate it, and it really does help me out. And that's the only way you're going to see if you do get your class setup made into a video. So again, thank you very much for watching, as I said, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye!